We are now honored to have Miss Hilda Peacock deliver the inaugural speech. As today's moderator, Miss Peacock is not only a distinguished educator but also a passionate advocate for values in education. Her leadership continues to inspire us all. Ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning to my honored guests and fellow panelists. Good morning to my fellow teachers. Good morning and welcome to every pupil of Filix and of the visiting schools. Good morning to everyone present in this beautifully spacious, well-built, well-organized venue. Thank you very much for having me here. Thank you very much for allowing me to moderate this event. Much has been said, much has been spoken about the need and the relevance of an event like this, of a symposium like this, and I want to repeat and I want to reiterate what has already been spoken. When we talk about the need for a symposium and a coming together and a sharing of thoughts, I don't think one can say too much. There is a crisis. And I think the first step is to recognize that there is a serious need for all of us to pick ourselves up, shake ourselves off, and look at what we have done wrong. And not just stop there, but come together, put our hearts and minds and thoughts together, correct ourselves, maybe take a step or two backwards, and then only can we move forward as a community of pupils, teachers, and well-wishers. As an English teacher, I'm reminded of the words of the poet Yeats when he said, "Things fall apart, the center cannot hold." I can't think of a time that is more relevant than this. When we look around, we see things truly, truly falling apart. And it's frightening to see this happen. It's not just, you see this in the world of politics, you see this in the world of governance, you see this in the world of climate, lifestyle, sports, people who have been iconic leaders in the past, people who have failed to match up to the standards today. And we can only shrink in fear and ask ourselves, now what? And so it is with that intention that we come together today. And we want to take a good look at ourselves. And we want to ask you, young people, show us the way. We need to correct ourselves. We need to move on. The future is you. And it is you who will now point the way and show us how we need to redirect, we need to refresh, and we need to reroute ourselves. And so this discussion will begin with asking ourselves, where have we gone wrong? What can we do right? And where do we go from here? Speakers, this is to remind you that this is not a competition. Maybe some of the reasons why we have gone wrong is the intense competition where there was absolutely no need. What we need now is less competition and more collaboration. So friends, speakers on both sides, we are not competing with each other. We are bringing to the table all our thoughts and feelings. And just because we need to control the conversation, we will have a timer. I can't see where the timer is. The timer, yeah, right. Who will ring a short bell at the end of 2.5 minutes, and 30 seconds later, at the third minute, a longer bell will be rung. We request you to keep within the time so that everybody gets a fair chance and a fair amount of space to speak and to share. And then we will go on to the next speaker. So I think it's time to start. Without further ado, let's move ahead. And I think it's time to begin. And through it all, remember, the words that you speak will be addressed to the audience, to your fellow classmates and to your fellow schoolmates. There will be no marking or evaluation of a speaker's either points or delivery. Friends, I repeat, this is not a competition. This is a coming together and a sharing of ideas. Let me call upon the first speaker. Is there an order that I may have where speakers come on? If I may have, let me hand over. Then let me hand over to our anchor, who will take this forward. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for those inspiring words.